1. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Northeast Iowa Conference Baseball is on the air tonight from Olensack Field in Decorah. It's the Crestwood Cadets and the Decorah Vikings. These two teams split a conference doubleheader in Cresco back on the 3rd of June, with the Cadets taking game one of the doubleheader 2-1. Vikings coming back and taking the nightcap by a 9-5 margin. The Cadets have won 5 games in a row and are 11-9 overall, 6-5 in conference play. Decorah is 10-8 overall and 3-7 in conference play. My name is Darren Swenson. Glad you're with us tonight on AM 1240 KDEC and at KDECradio.com. Ian Smith getting the ball for the Vikings tonight. He got one of his 4 wins against the Cadets this year. He threw 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 6 walks, and 3 strikeouts. The Cadet lineup will be Austin McAllister, the shortstop. Chase Lenhart at second base. Spencer Cuvalier at first base. Austin McConnell, the pitcher. Clayton Olendike at third base. Jordan Vovis, the catcher. Quincy Andera in right field. Colton Wiley in left field. And Christian Shina will be the center fielder. That lineup will face Ian Smith, and he'll have this defense behind him. Cole Minks in left, Gabe Barney in center, and Trevor Phillips in right.
Leading off for Crestwood, Austin McAllister. Veteran umpires assigned for tonight's game.
At third base will be Ryan Thorsten. At shortstop, Brandon Hogan. At second base, Joe Kanoki. At first base, Jake Marlowe. Jace Johnson behind the plate, and Ian Smith on the hill. Getting an early start in this one as McAllister steps into the right-hand batter's box in the first pitch at 7:21. It's fastball up, 1 ball, no strikes. Don DeLora calling the balls and strikes, and Bob Jacobson working the base pass in this one. 1-0 from Ian Smith, a strike at the letters, and it's 1-1. McAllister was 2 for 7 against Decorah with an RBI. He's a kid you want to keep off base as well. He has 25 stolen bases this year. 1-1 delivery, breaking ball in the dirt. It's 2 balls and 1 strike count on Austin McAllister. Two-1. Ground ball toward short, fielded on a couple of hops by Hogan. He fields on the infield grass and throws to first base to retire his fellow shortstop. 1 down here in the inning. So 1 down, nobody on. And Chase Lenhart, who was 1 for 7 with an RBI against Decorah, will stand in. Cadets, as we mentioned, have won 5 games in a row. As the pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Smith ready, and the 0-1 offering a ground ball foul, third base side. And it is no balls and 2 strikes to count on Chase Lenhart. Cadets with 2 wins Friday against Waukon, a win on Monday night against Charles City. Last night they swept North Fayette Valley at home in a doubleheader. Their last loss was to Waverly a week ago tonight. Fly ball, center field. Retreating is Gabe Barney. He will make a 2-handed catch in deep center field for the second out of the inning. Two down, nobody on, and the batter is Spencer Cuvalier. Cuvalier, a .333 hitter with 6 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 12 RBI. Cuvalier, 1 for 6 against Decorah pitching this past year as Cuvalier looks at a strike, 0-1. Cadets right now 4th in the conference standings. Decorah 6th coming into tonight. 0-1 delivery, swinging a pop-up straight back, and that will be out of play as Jace Johnson gives chase, but it lands on the roof of the covered grandstand. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Nothing in 2 with 2 down. Smith 4-0 with a 2.02 ERA to start play tonight. And the pitch swung on and missed at a fastball, and Cuvalier down on strikes. And the Cadets go down here in the first inning. 3 up, 3 down. 1/2 inning complete. Crestwood nothing. Decorah coming to bat. And this is the way the Vikings will line it up. In left field, Cole Minks. In center field, Gabe Varney. The designated hitter tonight is Dawson Meyer. For the catcher, Jace Johnson. At first base, Jake Marlowe. At shortstop, Brandon Hogan. At the pitching spot, Ian Smith. In right field, Trevor Phillips. At third base, Ryan Thorsten. At second base, Joe Kanoki. That lineup will face Austin McConnell. McConnell 5-0 with a 2.26 ERA. Opponents hitting 183 against him. He had one of his 5 victories against Decorah. He threw a complete game 4-hitter, giving up 1 earned run. He didn't walk anybody and struck out 2. The defense for Crestwood, Colton Wiley in left, Christian Shina in center, and Quincy Andera in right. Clayton Olendike at third, Austin McAllister at short, Chase Lenhart at second, and Spencer Cuvalier at first, Jordan Bovis behind the plate, and Austin McConnell on the hill. Nice night for baseball.
Battery for Crestwood.
A little bit of clouds off to the north, but
Leading off for the Vikings.
all in all, relatively comfortable, knowing the fact that the forecast was for rain throughout most of the day. Cole Minks will be the batter. He had a 2-hit night the other night against New Hampton. He's getting on base at a .446 clip this year. As the pitch blown away from McConnell, 1 ball, no strikes. Minks was 0 for 2 against Crestwood pitching. Over in Cresco, on June 3rd. Next pitch flown away. It's 2 balls and no strikes to count. The 2-0 delivery. That one catches the inside corner for a strike to the right-hand hitting Minks. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Cadets went down 1-2-3 in the top half of this frame. Minks has a 2-1 count against him. McConnell delivers, and the pitch outside again. It's now 3 balls and 1 strike. McConnell, a senior right-hander. One of 6 seniors out on the squad, and the pitch goes low, ball 4. So Minks draws the base on balls to start things here in the bottom of the first inning. And Gabe Varney will stand in. Varney, 2 for 7, a double and 3 RBI against Cresco in Cresco on June the 3rd. Varney with 14 RBI on the season to lead the squad. Swinging away is Varney and swinging it back and foul and out of play over the covered grandstand and back towards Claiborne Drive. No balls and 1 strike. Varney, the left-hand hitter against the right-hander McConnell. Olendike even with the bag at third. Cuvalier holds the runner on at first. And Varney bunts and bunts foul, third base side. So it's no balls, 2 strikes now. On Gabe Varney. 4-stride lead at first base by Cole Minks. McConnell looks in at his catcher Vovis for the side. And the delivery, swinging a foul back to the backstop fence. And the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Minks 3-stride lead at first base. McConnell comes set belly button high against his body. And Minks takes off, and the pitch sliced towards left field. After it is Wiley. He will make the catch. Minks hustles back to first. One down here in the inning. So Coach O put the hit and run on 0-2. Varney got good contact on it, but Wiley was right there to play it. One down, runner at first, and Dawson Meyer will be the batter. No score, bottom of the first inning. Meyer 4 for 7 with an RBI against the Cadets on June the 3rd as McConnell steps off, sending Minks back to the bag. First pitch to Meyer outside, 1 ball, no strikes. I mentioned the Cadets, a team that has won 5 games in a row. That's a season high. In the win column, Vikes have been going the other direction right now. 1-0 delivery to Meyer. He couldn't catch up with the fastball from McConnell, swinging and missing, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Decorah has lost 4 of their last 5. Losses to Walk-On, Waverly, Shorrock, North Fayette Valley, and New Hampton in that time. Sandwiched in between the win over Charles City last Friday at Riceville. Moved to first base to send Minks back to the bag. Home schedule getting down there. Elliot Christian pointed this out to me prior to the game. Only 3 more home dates after tonight. 1-1 delivery taken on the inside corner for a strike. It's now 1-2 on Dawson Meyer. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. Minks the lead at first base. Heads back to the bag as McConnell wasn't on the rubber. Now extends the lead as he reaches the rubber. And the 1-2 high snap throw to first base. Back to the bag lunging is Minks. So it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Dawson Meyer. One down here in the first inning of a scoreless game. McConnell comes set, Minks takes off, and Meyer hits one foul third base side. So we'll do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cadets will be at league-leading New Hampton on Friday night, and then the Vikings will travel to Owine on Friday night. We'll have it for you on the radio. Vikings softball team has taken game 1 of the doubleheader over at Walk-On 6-2 as Meyer hits ground ball third base side, fielded there by Olendijk. He'll have to go across the diamond. He'll do so to retire Meyer, with Minks moving up to second base and a 2-out RBI chance coming up for Jake Marlowe. No score here in the first inning. Marlowe, a .396 hitter on the season with 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 13 RBIs. The .396 is tops on the squad. No score, bottom of the first inning. McConnell comes set and a look back at second. Pitch grounded to the left side, fielded there by Olendijk on 2 hops. He'll throw to first base to retire Marlowe and the side here in the inning. So, a walk and a man left. We are 1 inning complete here at Olenzak Field in Decorah. The Vikings and Cadets scoreless. No score as we go to the second inning. Decorah and Crestwood here on a Wednesday night in Decorah. Sun back out in the western sky. Middle third of the order due for the Cadets here in the inning. And Austin McConnell, Clayton Olendijk, and Jordan Vobis, the due hitters. Ian Smith got the side down in order in the first inning as the pitch goes low to Austin McConnell. 1 ball, no strikes. McConnell was 1 for 3 with the stick against the Vikings back on June the 3rd. A .315 hitter on the season with 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, 16 RBI. Pitch in there for a strike at the letters, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike from Ian Smith. Smith with 4 of the pitching wins for Decorah this year. Of the 10 victories the Vikings have. 1-1 delivery, fastball just missed the inside corner. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Coming into tonight's action, New Hampton leading the league at 8-1. Waverly Shellrock at 6-2. Owine 6-3. Crestwood 6-5. Charles City 4-6. Next pitch misses, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Decorah at 3-7 and walk on at 1-10. 3 balls, 1 strike. The count on Austin McConnell. 3-1, and the pitch swung on, popped up right side. Foul territory. Marlowe, the first baseman, will call and catch in foul territory. And there's 1 down here in the inning. Marlowe kind of bumped into Ian Smith, who was after the ball as well.
24, Clayton Olendijk.
And a few words of instruction coming from the dugout and Coach Hill. 1 down, nobody on for Clayton Olendijk. No score here in the second inning. Smith delivers, and the pitch goes low. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Vikes got a base runner on a leadoff walk in the first inning. Smith has retired the first 4 cadets that he has faced. The 1-0 delivery is a fastball for a strike. On the outside edge to the right hand hitting Olendijk. 1 ball, 1 strike count. One. Swung on fly ball right center field. After it is Varney. After it is Phillips. It's going to be 1 hopping against the fence. Olendijk will stand at second with a 1-out double. Olendijk with his 6th double of the season is second against the Vikings. Runner at second, 1 down for Jordan Bovis. No score here in the top of the second inning.
7, Jordan Bovis.
Bovis, a .317 hitter. 5 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 9 RBI. Bovis, left-hand hitter against the right-hander Smith. Ian working out of the stretch for the first time tonight. And the pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. The pause. A look back at second. The 0-1 swung on fly ball into center field. Retreating is Gabe Varney. He's near the fence. He will make the catch. Tagging at second is Olendijk. Relay throw from Kanoki to Thorsten. Not in time. So Olendijk will move up. He'll be at third with 2 down for Quincy Andera. No score here in inning number 2. Andera 0 for 6 with an RBI.
11, Quincy Andera.
Against the Vikings back on June the 3rd. Smith will work out of the stretch with the runner at third and 2 down. Johnson will flash the sign. Smith will come set. And the 1-0 delivery, ground ball left side. Hogan lets it go through his legs, and scoring on the play will be Olendijk. It's 1-0 Crestwood. We'll give it a base hit because Andera probably would have reached even if Hogan got to that ball, since he was going to his backhand side. 11 RBIs now on the season for Quincy Andera. 2 of them have come against the Vikings. It's 1-0 Crestwood. And Colton Wiley will be the batter. 1 for 5 with an RBI against Decorah. Here's a ground ball toward short. Fielded on his knees is Hogan. He'll pick it up and go the short way to Kanoki at second. And that's that for the second inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. Bottom of the second inning we go. It's 1-0 Crestwood. Brandon Hogan wears the first pitch of the second inning as it hit him in the arm. So he'll be at first with nobody out for Ian Smith. in a 1-0 Crestwood lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Smith was 4 for 6 with an RBI against the Cadets back on June the 3rd. He'll try to help his own cause here as Smith squares to bunt, lays it down right in front of the plate. Vovis, the catcher, picks it up and throws to first base, and Cuvalier, the sacrifice complete, 2-3. And Brandon Hogan moves up to second base. Trevor Phillips will be the batter.
13, Trevor Phillips.
Phillips 2 for 27 on the season. He does have 3 RBI. Runner at second, 1 down. 1-0 Cadets on an RBI single with 2 outs by Quincy Andera in the second inning. The pitch a little bit outside to Phillips. 1 ball, no strikes. Ryan Thorsten in the on-deck circle. The Vikes are trailing, but 7 of their 10 wins this year have been come-from-behind victories. As long as they don't dig themselves too much of a hole, this team has been able to scrap back as Phillips pops it up right side. Underneath it is Cuvalier near the outfield grass. He will make the catch for the second out here in the inning. Hogan at second with 2 down, and the batter is Ryan Thorsten. Thorsten 1 for 5 with an RBI against Crestwood pitching. He's a .324 hitter, and he's getting on base at a .468 clip. So a solid rookie year, if you will, halfway through for Ryan Thorsten. The pitch swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Away from second is Hogan. McConnell in at Vovis for the sign. He'll come set and take a look back at second, and Ryan looks at a strike at the letters, and it's no balls and 2 strikes now. Nothing and 2 the count. The pitch at the letters taken for strike 3, and that is that for inning number 2. A leadoff hit by pitch, but nothing else. As we go to the third inning, it's the Crestwood Cadets leading the Decorah Vikings by a 1-0 margin. 1-0 Cadets as we start the third inning. Glad you're with us tonight on AM 1240 KDEC and at KDECradio.com. It'll be hitters 9, 1, and 2 for the Cadets in inning number 3 to face Ian Smith, who's given up 2 hits, walked none, and struck out 2 through his 2 innings to this point.
Number 4, Christian China.
He hasn't had to work a lot thus far. Only 21 pitches through his 2 innings. Christian China, a .320 hitter with 1 double, no triples, no home runs, and 8 RBI, will be the batter to start things here in the third. He played but did not bat in the doubleheader against Decorah back on June the 3rd, and the pitch outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Smith ready, and the 1-0 offering. Inside corner taken for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Ian, a kid with a pretty long windup, holds the ball at chest level in front of his face, brings the ball over his head, and then goes into his motion, and he'll throw to China, and the pitch swung on and missed. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Smith ready, and the 1-2 offering. Swinging a foul. Right side, not a play, so the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on China. Top of the order with McAllister and Lenhart on deck for the Cadets, who have won 5 games in a row coming in. A Quincy Andera single with 2 outs in the second has given them a 1-0 lead. The pitch, a breaking ball low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Christian China. Postseason pairings expected to be released yesterday or tomorrow afternoon by the Iowa High School Athletic Association. For 3A and 4A schools, they've been released for 1A and 2A thus far. Pitch swung on, fouled back as China stays alive. I had forgotten earlier this week that I originally thought 4 Northeast Iowa Conference schools were still in 3A. It's actually 5. It is different than basketball. The 2-2 delivery, breaking ball low. So now it's 3 balls, 2 strikes on China to start the third inning. Owine, if you only took Owine's enrollment, they would be a 2A school, but you have to add in West Central's enrollment since they play baseball with Owine. The 3-2 delivery, swinging a pop-up. Third base side, foul territory. Ryan Thorsten in foul territory drops the ball, so new life there for China. He was in foul ground near the outfield cutoff and just closed his glove a little too early. So this will be now the 9th pitch of the at-bat between Smith and China, and the 3-2 delivery is up for ball 4. So good at-bat there for the number 9 hitter, China, as he reaches on the 10-pitch AB. And Austin McAllister will be the batter. McAllister grounded to short in the first, 0 for 1. A 1-0 lead for Crestwood as we play the top half of the third inning. Thorsten even with the bag at third. Marlowe holds the runner on at first. A pause by Smith. The runner stays put. The pitch outside to Austin McAllister. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Lights have just been turned on here at Olenczak Field, since the days are officially getting shorter now. 1 ball, no strikes. McAllister squares the bunt, runner goes. Pitch taken outside, throw down to second, not in time. So now it's 2 balls and no strikes, and McAllister will bat with a runner in scoring position. China now 6 stolen bases on the season. Smith comes set, and the 2-0 to McAllister, taken for a strike at the letters. It's now 2-1. We're officially into summer. In fact, we're about 50 hours into summer, since it came at 5:34 on Monday night. The pause. McAllister squares to bunt, fastball outside, and now it's 3-1. So Ian, who got through the first 2 innings with 21 pitches, has already thrown 14 here in inning number 2, and has yet to retire a batter. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. 3-1 delivery, inside corner for a strike, and it's now 3-2 on Austin McAllister. Smith trying to climb the ladder back. Vikings trail at 1-0 here in the top half of the third inning. The pause and the 3-2 delivery lone outside for ball 4. Control was a bit of an issue for Smith in the victory over Crestwood back on June the 3rd. He had 6 walks in that game in just 5 innings. And granted, he's charged with the walk against China, but there was a foul ball that should have been caught that extended that at bat. Chase Lenhart will stand in with runners at first and second, nobody out here in the top of the third inning, a 1-0 lead for Crestwood. Lenhart hits a base hit into center field. It gets to Varney on 2 hops. Being waved in is the runner. Marlowe's throw to the plate, not in time after the throw from Varney. It's a 2-0 lead for the Cadets. Chase Lenhart found the first pitch and liked it, smacking a single to center to knock in his 14th run of the season. McAllister moves to second base on the throw as China scores, and it's a 2-0 lead for Crestwood. And Spencer Cuvalier will be the batter. Cuvalier struck out swinging to end the first 0 for 1. Smith ready in the first offering. Hammer deep left field. That ball is gone. It hit the top of the batting cage in left field. And it's a 5-0 lead for Crestwood. There wasn't a lot of doubt about that one once it left the bat. First home run for Cuvalier. RBIs 13, 14, and 15 on the campaign. And it looks like Ian Smith's going to get lifted for John Will Jenkins. We'll tell you here about the changes here in a moment. Well, on June the 3rd, Ian Smith gave up 5 runs against the Cadets and got a victory. He gives up 5 in 2+ innings tonight on 4 hits, walks 2, and strikes out 1. And John Will Jenkins, who threw a little the other night against New Hampton, will be the reliever here. I think it's going to be a straight-up change as Jace Johnson will remain in the game at catcher, at least for the time being. John Will, 1-3 on the season, 3.46 ERA. Opponent's hitting 141 against him. He does have a save, 32 1/3 innings, 27 hits, 16 earned runs, 9 walks, and 32 strikeouts. So a 5-0 deficit for the Vikings now. And Austin McConnell will look to keep it going for the Cadets. 4 in, nobody out, nobody on here in the 3rd inning. McConnell takes the first pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. McConnell fouled out to first in the second, 0 for 1. 1 in the second and 4 in the third for the Cadets. The pitch inside. It is 2 balls and no strikes. John Will, the senior right-hander, his job is to keep the Cadets' offense at bay. A pretty good start for them as they lead at 5-0 here in the top half of the 3rd inning. 2-0 in there for a strike. It's 2-1 now on Austin McConnell. And the swing and a foul at the plate. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So John Will trying to climb the ladder back. Here's a 2-2 pitch and ground ball towards third, picked up there by Thorsten. He'll throw across the diamond to retire McConnell. And there's 1 down here in the 3rd inning. 1 down. 4 in, bases empty for Clayton Olendijk, who got a double to right his first time up in the 2nd. 4 hits and 5 runs for the Cadets through 2 1/3 innings. And Olendijk will be the batter. Olendijk swings and misses at a breaking ball down and away. No balls and 1 strike. Of the 4 pitchers that threw the other night against New Hampton, Smith was probably the most effective one, or I should say John Will Jenkins was probably the most effective one as the pitch goes high. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So now Austin McConnell will have at least a 5-run lead as he returns to the mound in the 3rd, swinging a foul back. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and McConnell, a kid that has yet to lose this year for the Cadets. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Crestwood trying to win their 6th game in a row, and the pitch blown away. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Decorah trailing 5-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. 2-2 delivery. Swung on, popped up, right side. Underneath it is Joe Kanoki at second base. He will make the catch, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. 2 down, 4 in, bases empty, and Jordan Vobis will stand in. Vovis flew out to center in the second, 0 for 1.
Stepping up, Jordan Vogus.
On that play, Olendijk advanced from second to third as it was a deep fly ball. As a breaking ball goes for a strike, 0-1. And perhaps without that, Olendijk wouldn't have scored on the hit by Andera that followed the Vovis at bat. Pitch outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Didn't see an arm motion, just heard the bark of Don Delore that time. No balls, 2 strikes to count. With 2 down here in the third inning, the 0-2 delivery. Ground ball towards short. Fielded there by Hogan. He'll loft a throw to first base, and Vovis retired 6-3. But the Cadets score 4. On 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. 2.5 innings complete, 5-0 Crestwood. Vikes with a lot of work to do, but it's early. It's a 5-0 lead for the Cadets. A 4-run top of the third inning, highlighted by a 3-run homer for Spencer Cuvalier. Austin McConnell has hit a man, walked a man, and given up nothing else other than that through his 2 innings. That home run by Cuvalier was the first this season for the Crestwood Cadets as a team. Joe Kanoki will start things here in the third. He was 3 for 8 against Crestwood pitching back on the 3rd of June. 5-0 Cadets here in the bottom of the third inning, and Joe looks at a strike outside edge. The left-hand hitting Kanoki. No balls, 1 strike. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. 0-1 delivery, ground ball towards second, fielded there by Lenhart. Soft toss over to first base to retire Kanoki, 1 down in the third inning. And the top of the order, Cole Minks will stand in. You're listening to Northeast Iowa Conference Baseball tonight. The Crestwood Cadets leading the Decorah Vikings by a 5-0 margin here in the third. A 4-run third inning broke the game open, highlighted by a 3-run homer by Spencer Cuvalier that hit off the top of the batting cage out in left field as Cole Minks looks at the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Minks walked in the first inning. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch from McConnell. And there for a strike at the letters, and it's 1-1. Five, 4, and 0 for Crestwood. 0, 0, and 0 for Decorah as the pitch low. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Varney waiting in the on-deck circle. McConnell has to be pitching with a lot of confidence since his offense has helped him out to the tune of 5 runs. Pitch outside to Cole Minks. 3 balls and no strikes. McConnell gets the sign from Vovis, and the 3-1 is outside. Ball 4. Cole Minks draws his second free pass of the game. Runner at first, 1 down. Gabe Varney will stand in. Varney flew out to left. His first time up. Left-hand hitter against the right-hander McConnell. And the pitch. Outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Off of first is Minks. McConnell comes set. The pause and the 0-1. Swinging a foul over our heads here on the third base side. It is no balls and 2 strikes to count. Minks again away from first. The pause and the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. To his left is Lenhart. He'll pick it up. Quick toss over to first base to get Varney by a step. With Minks moving up to second on the play, he'll be there with 2 down for Dawson Meyer. Meyer grounded out to third in the first, 0 for 1. Dawson, the designated hitter tonight for the catcher, Jace Johnson.
The DH, Dawson Meyer.
Righty-righty matchup. Pitch to Dawson, a pop-up right side. First baseman Cuvalier under it. He will make the catch to retire the side. So, a walk and a man left. Through 3, it's 5-0 Crestwood. Cadets leading by a 5-0 margin as we start the 4th inning.
Top of the 4th for the Cadets. Right fielder.
They're out hitting Decorah 4-0 in what has been an errorless game to this point. Quincy Andera had a 2-out RBI single back in the 2nd inning. And Andera looks at a strike against John Will Jenkins. John Will retired the final 3 batters of the 3rd inning on in relief of Ian Smith, who struggled tonight. 2 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, all earned 2 walks and 1 strikeout. Ground ball towards second, 3 hopper to Kanoki. On to first base to retire Andera. 1 away here in the 4th inning. One down, nobody on. Colton Wiley is 0 for 1. He bounced into a force play to end the 2nd.
Left fielder Colton Wiley.
John Will ready. First offering. Swung on, popped up third base, side foul territory. Thorsten over beyond the third base coach's box. He will make the catch directly in front of the Decorah third base dugout, and quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th.
Center fielder Christian China.
Two down, nobody on for Christian Shina, who walked and scored in the 3rd inning. And he'll look at a strike, nothing in 1. The 0-1, swinging a foul at the plate, and it's no balls and 2 strikes now on Shina. Crestwood did go down in order in the 1st inning. John Will trying to repeat that fate here. 0-2 delivery taken for strike 3, and that's that for the top of the 4th inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom half of the 4th. It is Crestwood leading Decorah 5-0. Decorah without a run and without a hit through the first 3. Austin McConnell has thrown 44 pitches in that time. He got 1 win against Decorah on June the 3rd, trying to give his team the season victory against the Vikings as Jake Marlowe swings and grounds 1 to 3rd. Backhand stop made there by Olendyke. He bobbles a bit and throws to first base. And on a bang-bang play, Marlowe is retired. 1 down, nobody on here in the 4th inning as Marlowe has grounded out now twice to Olendyke at 3rd. 1 down, nobody on for Brandon Hogan, who was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. 5-0 Cadets as we play the bottom half of the 4th inning. And Hogan takes a breaking ball outside from McConnell. 1 ball and no strikes. If you're just joining us, an RBI single with 2 outs by Andera in the 2nd inning, and a 4-run 3rd for the Cadets as Hogan was hit again. Hogan hit in the left upper arm area. So he'll make his way down to first base with 1 down. And the batter will be John Will Jenkins.
The pitcher, John Will Jenkins.
John Will batting for the first time in this game. The left-hand hitter, 4 for 13 with an RBI. And he'll look at a pitch on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. 1 on, 1 out here in the 4th inning. The Vikes have had base runners in every frame, but haven't gotten anyone beyond second base. Hogan a short lead at first base. McConnell brings the 0-1 outside. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Five, 4, and 0 for Decorah. Zeros across the line score for the Vikings. 5, 4, and 0 for Crestwood, of course. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch swung on. Sprayed towards center field. After it is Shina. He will dive, and he will make the catch. Shina got a great jump on that ball. Dove in shallow left center field and corralled it for the second out of the inning, and the batter will be Trevor Phillips. Runner at first with 2 down. Hogan away from first base or first pitch low from Austin McConnell. 1 ball, no strikes. Phillips popped to first his first time up. The 1-0 delivery is a wild pitch back to the screen. Vovis will retrieve as Hogan moves to second base. A 2-0 count now on Trevor Phillips. Hogan away from second. McConnell to the rubber. The 2-0 to Phillips is a fastball up, so it's 3 balls, no strikes on Trevor now. McConnell ready again as Phillips takes all the way and takes for ball 4. That's the type of stuff that gives coaches heartburn. A 2 for 28 kid at the plate. And you walk him on 4 pitches with a 5-run lead. Cam Korsnes will bat for Ryan Thorsten here. Cam on the season 12 for 31 with 7 RBIs. That calculates out to 387, and Cam fouls the pitch back into the screen. No balls and 1 strike. First and second with 2 down. Here in the 4th inning, this is the first inning the Vikes have had multiple base runners on in a frame. The pause and the 0-1 foul. Right side out of play. And it's no balls, 2 strikes now on Cam. McConnell trying to get out of a self-induced headache here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Oh, 2 fastball up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count now on Korsnes, and Joe Kanoki's on deck hoping for a turn. 5-0 Crestwood here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 1-2, swung on, fly ball, right field. Angling towards the line is Andera. It'll hold up for him. He will make the catch to retire the side. So a walk, a hit batter. And 2 runners left through 4. It is the Crestwood Cadets leading the Decorah Vikings 5-0. 5th inning we go. It's been all Cadets to this point as they lead it 5-0. John Will Jenkins in relief of Ian Smith has retired all 6 batters that he has faced. It'll be the top of the order for the Cadets. Austin McAllister, Chase Lenhart, and Spencer Cuvalier. Cuvalier with the big blow in this game, a 3-run homer back in the 3rd inning. And McAllister takes a strike to start this at-bat, 0-1. McAllister grounded to short in the 1st and walked and scored in the 3rd inning. This Cadet team trying to win their 6th consecutive game. Next pitch out of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 wins over Waukon, 2 wins over North Fayette Valley, and a win over Charles City in that time. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The pitch at the knees and for a strike. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Jenkins looking for the sign from Jace Johnson. And a 1-2 delivery, swung on, hit towards second, fielded on a backhand 3-hopper by Kanoki, and a throw to first base is late. Once that ball got by the mound, just kind of died in the infield grass. Kanoki charged, tried to get there, but McAllister, who runs pretty well, reaches relatively easily. He's a kid with 25 steals, so you got to keep an eye on that as well. Lenhart takes a strike. Runner goes, throw down to second base, not in time. So McAllister steals second. Lenhart will have an 0-1 count on him. McAllister, the first base runner to reach since John Will Jenkins went to the mound. No balls, 1 strike to count on Lenhart as Jenkins throws back to second base and throws it into center field as it got by Kanoki. Varney's throw to third base, not in time. The throw gets by Thorsten. And fortunately, Cole Minks was backing up the throw to make sure the runner didn't advance any further. First error of the night for Decorah. But now McAllister at third with nobody out, as the Cadets trying to add on to a 5-0 lead. The pitch goes up. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. But that's what a speedy kid can do. An infield hit, a stolen base. Try to pick him off out at second base, and it ends up throw into center field. Ground ball foul, third base side. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. "5-0 Cadets, and they're looking for more. One-two, hit towards short. Hogan will field there. He'll throw across the diamond to retire Lenhart. But McAllister scores on the play, and it's a 6-0 lead for Crestwood. So 1 in, 1 down, bases empty. And Spencer Cuvalier is up. He'll take the first one down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery is up again. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Cuvalier struck out swinging in the first and hit a 3-run homer in the 3rd inning. The big blow of this game in a 6-0 Cadet lead. The pitch swinging a pop-up third base side, foul territory. That will land in the student section off to our left. And some of those kids proving right there why they don't play a summer sport. So they ducked away from the ball instead of saying, I got it, I got it, I got it. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. 2-1. Low and in the dirt from John Will. It's 3 balls and 1 strike now. In the top half of the 5th inning, a lead is 6-0 for the Crestwood Cadets. Trying to take 2 of 3 from the Vikings this year. The pitch, swinging a foul back to the screen, and now it's 3-2. Only 3 more home dates after this one. Next Monday night Tuesday night against Waukon. July 8th against Charles City, and then July 12th against Waterloo West. Pitch high to Cuvalier, ball 4. So Cuvalier reaches on the base on balls. 1 on, 1 out, 1 in. 6-0 Crestwood, and the batter will be Austin McConnell. McConnell fouled to first in the second and grounded to third in the third, 0 for 2. Taking off is Cuvalier, pitch a strike, throw down to second base. A good toss from Jace Johnson, but just a little late. So Cuvalier will take second base on his 7th steal of the season. No balls, 1 strike to count on McConnell, who will try to help his own cause. He's done enough on the hill, shutting out the Vikings on no hits through 4 innings. A move to second base, and Cuvalier back to the bag diving. Pause, look at second and the pitch. Outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2 now on Austin McConnell. Oh, 2 delivery. That one fisted toward short field and on 2 hops there by Hogan. A throw to first base retires McConnell. And there's 2 down in the inning. Cuvalier moves up to third on the play. And Clayton Olendijk will have a 2-out RBI chance. He had a double and scored a run in the second inning and popped to second in the third. The pitch swinging a foul at the plate. No balls and 1 strike.
Now batting Clayton Olendijk.
6-0 Cadets. Top half of the 5th inning. Jenkins ready, the 0-1 outside. Nice stop by Jace behind the plate. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Pitch. Outside. Two balls and 1 strike now. John Will working out of the stretch with the runner at third and 2 down. Pitch low, 3 balls, 1 strike. Jordan Bovis is waiting his turn on deck. Three-one outside corner for a strike. Good location there on 3-1. Fastball outer half. You take it, it's probably a strike. If you try to hit it, you probably don't get too good a contact on it. The 3-2 outside corner, strike 3 called. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. Stretch time in Decorah. It is 6-0 Crestwood. Cadets leading Decorah 6-0. They're out hitting Decorah 5-0. Vikings with the lone error of this game. Kanoki, Minks, and Varney here in the 5th inning for Decorah. Austin McConnell's thrown 59 pitches through 4. He's walked 3, he's hit 2, hasn't given up any hits. And he struck out 1 to this point. Joe Kanoki grounded to second in the third, 0 for 1. Vikes with a lot of work to do as they trail at 6-0. McConnell delivers and the pitch. Joe swings and misses as he chases a fastball out of the zone. No balls and 1 strike. It's tough to do when you're in a situation like this. You're not playing very well. The 0-1 delivery. Low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sometimes you want to get up there and hit the 6-run homer and tie the game. Well, if you're going to come back in this one, you got to do it a little piece by piece. The desire is there, and you can't question that, but patience is needed as well as the pitch goes inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Joe kind of tried to sell to Don DeLora that perhaps he got hit there, but don't think so. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Swung on fly ball. Left center field. Shina is after it, and he will make a one-handed running grab in medium depth left center. 1 down here in the 5th inning. It's not like the Vikes haven't gotten any solid contact off McConnell, but they've hit it right at people.
Stepping up, Cole Minks.
One down, nobody on. Cole Minks, the batter. He walked in the first, walked in the third. Minksy stands in, looks at the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. He's seen now 10 pitches on the night, and 9 of them have been out of the zone. He's seen 11 pitches, and 9 have been out of the zone. 1-0 the count, and the pitch swung on, fly ball left field. Should be routine for Colton Wiley. He's in medium depth straightaway left, and he'll make a two-handed catch. And Minks retired for the first time tonight. 2 down, and the batter is Gabe Varney. Varney flew out to left in the first, grounded to second in the third. The Vikes have yet to go down in order in this game. Austin McConnell working on a no-hitter through 4 2/3 as the pitch goes low. 1 ball, no strikes. Varney now 2 for 9 against Crestwood pitching this year. McConnell ready, the 1-0 offering. Smacked towards short, a backhand stop made there by McAllister, and he'll throw to first base to retire Varney and the side here in the 5th. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the 6th. It's 6-0 Crestwood. Top of the 6th inning we go. It is a 6-0 lead for Crestwood. 1 in the second. A 4-run third highlighted by a Spencer Cuvalier 3-run homer. And a run in the 5th inning as well. And Austin McConnell, pitching-wise, has no-hit the Vikings, and he's gotten some help from some pretty good Crestwood defense tonight as well. Jordan Vovis will start things here in the 6th, tries a push bunt up the third base side, but he bunts through it. It's no balls, 1 strike. 5 hits for the Cadets, 0 hits for Decorah. And John Will with the pitch, breaking ball inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. John Will's done a good job, and now his 3rd full inning of relief. He came in after Ian Smith. Through 2 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. 0-2 delivery, ground ball to the right side, fielded on a funny hop will by Kanoki. He'll throw on to first base to retire Vovis, who's now 0 for 3. He had previously flown out to center and grounded out to short. Quincy Andera had a 2-out RBI single in the 2nd and grounded to second in the 4th.
Yeah, that's the play, Quincy Andera.
Andera 1 for 2. Righty-righty matchup. And the first offering is down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Cadets trying to win their 6th in a row and trying to give Decorah their 5th loss in 6 games. Pitch high. Two balls, no strikes. 2-0, fastball up, and now it's 3 balls, no strikes to the Cadet right fielder. Cadets will travel to the league leaders New Hampton on Friday night. 3-0 delivery in there for a strike. It's now 3-1. Three and 1. Pitch rolled foul, first base side. Marlowe charged it, but it curved to the right of the bag before he could pick it up. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. 3-2 from Jenkins. Out or taken at the knees for a strike, and it's 2 down here in the inning. Two down here in the inning, and Colton Wiley will be the batter. Wiley grounded into a fielder's choice in the second and fouled out to third in the fourth. And Wiley looks at a strike, 0-1. Pitch, ground ball, third base side. Hogan gets there, but is only able to knock it down. So an infield hit for Colton Wiley. And the inning extended here in the sixth inning, and Christian Shina will get a chance. Sixth hit for the Cadets compared to 0 for Decorah as we play the top half of the sixth inning.
Number 9 hitter,
Shina walked and scored in the third inning and struck out looking in the fourth. Moved to first base, back to the bag standing is Wiley. Jenkins ready, and the pitch low and in the dirt. Good job by Jace Johnson to prevent runner advancement there. One-0, grounded towards third, charging there is Thorsten. It stays fair, it throws to first base, is offline. Shina would have beat it anyway. Good job by Marlowe to get off the bag and prevent that ball from going up the first base side. And running out at second base will be Zachary Lane now for Colton Wiley. Lane, the runner at second. Shina, the runner at first, and the top of the order, and Austin McAllister will stand in. Grounded to short in the first, walked and scored in the third, singled and scored in the fifth. And he'll look at a strike, 0-1. John will come set. And the 0-1 delivery inside, 2 balls and 1 ball, 1 strike on Austin McAllister. A couple of infield hits here in the sixth inning have extended the frame for the Cadets. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count, and the pitch grounded towards second. Fielded there by Kanoki, bobbled momentarily, and everyone's going to be safe. E4, Lane to third, Shina to second, McAllister to first, Lenhart will be the batter. Second error of the night for Decorah.
Chase Lenhart.
And Chase Lenhart is 1 for 3, but does have 2 RBIs. He swings the first one and fouls it away. No balls, 1 strike. He flew out to center in the first inning, an RBI single and a run scored in the third, and grounded to short and knocked in a run in the fifth. 0-1 delivery, pitch swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Another nice stop by Jace Johnson behind the plate. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Oh-2, swinging a foul at the plate. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 down here in the inning. A 6-0 lead for Crestwood, and the pitch, line drive, caught at third by Thorsten, and that's that for the inning. So 2 hits, 1 error, 3 runners left on base. Bottom of the 6th we go. It's a 6-0 lead for Crestwood. First pitch outside to Dawson Meyer as we start things here in the 6th inning. Austin McConnell working on a no-hitter. He's walked 3. He's hit 2 through 5. This will be pitch number 70 of the game, and Meyer will look at a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and a strike the count. 6-0 Cadets, and Meyer looks at a strike on the outside edge. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Austin McConnell looking to go to 6-0 on the season. He's been very impressive tonight, but his defense has almost been more impressive. Ground ball towards short, fielded right in front of the bag by McAllister, and he'll pick it up and throw to first base to retire Meyer. And one down here in the 6th inning. One down. Nobody on, and the batter is Jake Marlowe. He's played pepper with Clayton Olendijk at third base, grounding out to him in both the 1st and the 4th inning. Up again here in the 6th. Vikes still looking for their first hit. Marlowe hits one toward short, and McAllister, he bobbles that one, and Marlowe will reach. That will be an E6. Austin fields that one cleanly. It's a 6-3 putout. But Marlowe will reach now. A runner at first and one down, and Brandon Hogan will stand in. Hogan hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. He liked it so well, he did it again in the 4th. And the first pitch, high and tight from McConnell. 1 ball, no strikes. Lights starting to take full effect here at Olenzak Field as we're about 20-9. Days are already starting to get shorter. 1-0 delivery, chopper towards short, fielded there by McAllister, and everyone's going to be safe once again as he bobbled it. A couple of E6s puts the Vikes in business, 1st and 2nd, with one down here in the 6th inning. First and 2nd, one down, and the batter is John Will Jenkins trying to help his own cause. He'll look at a strike, 0-1. He flew out to center in his only at-bat in the 4th since coming on in relief of Ian Smith. 0-1 delivery, high and away. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Away from second, Marlowe. Away from first is Hogan. The 1-1 delivery low and in the dirt. Vovis doing a good job of getting the chest protector in front of it. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Hogan not being held on at first base by Cuvalier. McAllister playing cat and mouse with Marlowe out at second. 2-1 ground ball towards short. McAllister will field. He'll go to second for 1 out. Throw to first base, not in time. Ball gets away from Cuvalier. Marlowe down the line to score. Vikes on the board. It's 6-1. A fielder's choice. 6-4. And the fielding error, which will be the 3rd of the inning, will allow Marlowe to score. Andy Lillegraven will now bat for Trevor Phillips, and Bryce Hosting will run at first base for Decorah. For the pitcher, John Will Jenkins. 6-1 Decorah here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cuvalier will hold the runner on as Andy looks at a strike, 0-1. Lillegraven batting for Trevor Phillips, who popped out and walked. McConnell out of the stretch. Lillegraven on the season 0 for 7. The pitch swung on and missed at a curve, and it's 0-2. 0-2 the count. 6-1 Crestwood, bottom of the 6th inning. 3-stride lead at first base by Hosting. The 0-2 delivery outside corner, strike 3 call. So McConnell gets out of it. And a defense that helped him out a lot tonight didn't help him out at all in the 6th. 1 run, 0 hits, 3 errors, and 1 runner left. We go to the 7th. It is a 6-1 lead for the Crestwood Cadets. Cuvalier on a 1-0 pitch, fouls one right side. Marlowe over towards the Crestwood dugout. Johnson there as well. But it lands on the roof of the dugout, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Cuvalier, a strikeout in the first, a 3-run homer in the third, and a walk in the fifth. Cadets with 1 in the second, 4 in the third, highlighted by the Cuvalier home run. They added 1 to their total in the fifth. 3 Cadet errors give the Vikings a run in the sixth inning as Cuvalier swings and misses. He's over the top of a breaking ball, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and two, swing and a pop-up, foul ball right side. Marlowe angling over, and he will make the catch in foul territory for the first out here in the 7th inning. 1 down, nobody on. Austin McConnell, the batter, fouled to first in the second, grounded to third in the third, and grounded to short in the fifth. For 3 with the stick, but with his right arm, he's no-hitting Decorah through 6, but even though he's not shutting him out. Now, according, I know, to Major League Baseball rules, as McConnell fouls that one off, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. A no-hitter has to be a 0-run game. It has to be a shutout. If there's 1 run and a no-hitter, it's technically not recorded as one. As McConnell rolls one right side, and it's going to get through into right field as Phillips picks it up and throws to first base, and McConnell barely beat it out. Credit Phillips for making that play interesting. But McConnell gets his first hit of the night, and the 8th for the Crestwood Cadets. And McConnell will get lifted for a courtesy runner. It's John Henry. Tom Kanoki warming up in the Decorah bullpen. Should John Will get into trouble here. Runner at first, 1 down. Clayton Olendijk, the batter, doubled and scored in the second. Popped to second in the third, struck out looking in the fifth. The move to first base, back to the bag diving is Henry. Pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. And snowballs and 1 strike. And Henry took off as John Will was in his windup that time. And a good find there by Henry, who just took off to second base as the pitch was a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. It was in the windup as compared to being from the stretch. And nice to see a freshman realize that's something you need to be done. As a 4-hopper goes to Hogan at short, picks it up, throws to first base, and the out recorded at first base. Henry stays put at second. There's 2 down in the inning. And the batter will be Jordan Vovis. Vovis 0 for 3. Fly to center in the second. Grounded to short in the third and grounded to second in the sixth. Pitch low, 1 ball, no strikes. John Will's only given up 1 run and is now almost 4 complete innings of relief as the pitch goes high. 2 balls, no strikes the count. The 2-0 swung on, hit towards right, caught there by Phillips, and the side is out here in the top of the 7th inning. An infield hit and nothing else. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Vikes need 5 to keep it going. They trail at 6-1. Bottom of the 7th inning we go. It's a 6-1 lead for the Crestwood Cadets. 6 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors for the Cadets, or 3 errors for the Cadets actually. Decorah with 1 run, 0 hits, and 2 errors on the night. It looks like Coach Olenzak is going to his bench here. And a new player is coming in here. Not exactly sure who it is. It's one of the sophomores that was playing the JV game tonight. Pitch a strike. It's 0-1. Thorsten has gotten lifted for the second time, so if the game continues, it's done. There's the pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-2 now. It's Drake Shilton batting from the right-hand side. The pitch goes low and away. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. I believe the first varsity at bat for Drake Shilton. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch low and away. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Shelton getting his first chance on the varsity. Two balls, 2 strikes on the sophomore. Or on the freshman, I should say. State golf qualifier this year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch swung on, popped up, foul ball, third base side, and the ball will go out of play and land just outside of the Decorah dugout. So Drake continues to battle. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Kanoki in the on-deck circle. 2-2 delivery, swinging a foul away. So we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shelton against McConnell. Decorah hitless here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. McConnell kicks and deals, and the 2-2 delivery is high for 3 balls and 2 strikes. So McConnell kicks and deals, and the 3-2 to Shelton, swung on a fly ball towards right center field. Angling over is Shina, who will make a 2-handed grab in medium depth right center, and there's 1 away here in the 7th inning. 1 down, nobody on. Joe Kanoki, the batter.
Brings up Joe Kanoki.
Kanoki grounded to second in the 3rd and flew out to center in the 5th. Kanoki swings and fouls one third base side, out of play. No balls and 1 strike to count. Oh-1, swung on, popped up on the infield. Cuvalier at first base, angling over halfway between first and second, will make the catch, and there's 2 down in the inning. 2 down. Nobody on. 6-1 Crestwood. Bottom of the 7th inning. Cole Minks, the batter. He walked in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, and flew out to left in the 5th.
Cole Minks.
So he's officially 0 for 1. McConnell looking for the no-no, looking for his 6th win of the season. First pitch low. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Cadets trying to win their 7th game. Or their 6th game in a row. 1-0. Swung on, smacked into left, and a base hit. Cole Minks breaks up the no-hitter with 2 outs in the 7th inning. He's on base for the 3rd time in 4 at-bats as he smacks a single to left. Runner at first, 2 down. And the batter is Gabe Varney. Varney flew out to left in the 1st, grounded to 2nd in the 3rd, and grounded to short in the 5th. 6-1 Crestwood, bottom of the 7th inning. McConnell delivers, and the pitch rolled towards second base. Picked up there by Lenhart. He'll throw on to first base, and the Cadets beat the Vikings tonight 6-1. 6 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, and 6 left for Crestwood. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 5 left for Decorah. Austin McConnell throws a 1-hit hitter. He's now 6-0 on the season. Ian Smith drops to 4-1. Decorah is now 10-9 overall, 3-8 in conference play. Crestwood wins their 6th game in a row. They are now 12-9 overall and 7-5 in conference play. Many people to thank for making it possible tonight. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And last and most importantly, we thank you, that's right, you the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, if not the outcome. Final score, Crestwood defeats Decorah 6-1. Tomorrow night, we'll have Decorah softball against Waverly Shellrock at home. We'll have Game 2 of the doubleheader, and the coverage will begin at approximately 7:30. So for the immoral support of Elliott Christian, as always, my name is Darren Swenson, saying so long from Olensack Field. Crestwood wins it 6-1. Thanks a bunch for tuning in. We'll talk to you again tomorrow night.